Okay, this has been running for, I don't know, an hour and 10 minutes. A little bit more, hour and 15 minutes. At the 1 hour point, about 15 minutes ago, I added the third gallon. We were running this with 2 gallons, and the liquid was getting fairly blacker than this, and I decided that since we had the temperature elevated pretty good, the liquid temperature is about 90-95 degrees, and I had a gallon sitting out here in the sun like this getting warm, that I would add the third gallon. The way this stuff works is that the chelating molecules get tied up with iron and aren't available to remove any more iron. So I said, well, the best situation is to have the highest concentration of that chelating agent I can have while the temperature is hot. And when I poured the gallon in that had been sitting in the sun, the temperature actually went up a few degrees. So that's good. The cast iron block holding the temperature for a long time, and this doesn't seem to be cooling it too much. I'm going to go out to lunch for an hour or so. When I come back, I'm going to hook the output of the water pump up to the exhaust elbow so that there's the water pump is able to pump water somewhere, and that'll keep the elbow cool. And I'll run the engine for a couple of minutes using this recirculating liquid as the coolant for the engine. That'll raise the temperature of the liquid and put some more residual heat in the engine block, because I think I'm going to leave this thing running overnight, and it will get cold at night, and when it gets below 65 degrees this stuff really doesn't do much. So the more residual heat we have there, the longer it's going to keep working. And I'll decide before I leave whether I'm going to leave the pump circulating or turn it off. It is leaking just a little bit because I removed the thermostat, and the thermostat is the only rubber seal that keeps the flange and the block sealed. So I'm catching that drip and directing it into the funnel there and back into the bucket so that I don't lose any of this solution, and I don't have to clean it up later. So, and I've made a mark in the bucket so I know how far down it's gone. The mark was actually made just a little bit above the level of the liquid for obvious reasons. Now there's another mark at 2 gallons, so if I get down to where I can see that other mark, I know that this jug over here is going to be full. So anyway, that leak is one reason not to leave it going overnight, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to go to lunch, but the color of this stuff and the change in smell is enough to let me know that it is really dissolving and removing rust. What this does is removes the red rust and changes it from, I don't know, FeO, whatever charge it's got on it, to Fe2 plus. So it takes the oxygen and releases it, or combines it and turns it into CO2, and ties up the iron with whatever this chelating molecule is, which I got a feeling is citric acid or oxalic acid or something. Don't really know. Doesn't matter. But the point is, until this liquid turns dead black, it's still able to remove iron. But okay, enough talk.